Hi,
Hey
everyone.
everyone, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Lucy, and we run Sticker Guru, a stationery and stickers shop.
We created the Big Plans podcast to share the things we've learned over the past 6 years of running our own business.
Today, we are doing our episode a little bit different. As you can see, you can see us.
You can see us and Casper here in the
And
back.
Casper, he's a guest star. But we are doing something different because Pearl, our social media manager, is really pushing us outside of our comfort
Our
limits.
comfort zone
Our comfort zone is like not being on camera in our
in
I
our
guess
rooms.
in our
'Cause
rooms. Like,
you're in your office.
no, I literally am laying on my bed when we're recording. Like,
Usually, yeah.
so like now I'm in my office. I actually put on like some
Yeah,
makeups
we got ready beforehand.
ready, so that we look presentable on camera. And so today we are talking about something that was inspired by Rachel, our biz ops manager. She brought up how when you're cutting spectacle paper, and
Not
Lisa,
spectacle. It's actually the online labels weatherproof paper.
okay, yes,
Whenever you cut it, once you take it off of the cutting mat, there it leaves behind like this fuzzy dust. I call it like just plastic sticker dust. And normally it's not a huge problem for us since we foil, and I feel like foiling takes off that layer of dust. But we have heard from Rachel that
Mhm.
she was talking to a shop owner, and basically it was causing some sort of like throat irritation, which is definitely pretty alarming. Um,
Yeah, I'd say. And
yes,
so
so
that got us thinking.
that got us thinking. We were talking
Mhm.
like, oh yeah, there's actually a lot of hazards when it comes to running a sticker
Yes.
shop that I feel like no one really talks about. And honestly, it's kind of unexpected also. Like you wouldn't think there's all these workplace hazards when you're just making stickers, but
There
surprisingly there is a lot.
there's a lot. So we're going to cover all the major ones that we've experienced, and then we're also going to talk about our suggestions, like how we personally deal with these.
Yeah.
Um,
And how
try
our
to avoid these.
solution,
Yeah, our
yeah,
solutions.
to
Yes.
these issues.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I guess we already kind of started on the first one, which is dust from the weatherproof paper. So let's just dive deeper into that. And you want to avoid breathing this in, like you mentioned earlier, right? Because it's
Yeah.
paper and it's plastic and
Yes.
who knows what.
Who knows
So,
what kind of issues it could cause doing this long term.
mhm.
So, I don't know, have you ever heard of like the radium girls
Yeah, where they like lick
where
the,
they're like licking the paintbrush and then
yeah,
they're using radium paints?
yeah.
And then at the time they thought it was safe, and so everyone was who was working in the factories, painting the little whatever they were painting.
It was like
They would like
for the watch, I think there were watches
something
or
like that,
something
like
small.
something
Okay.
small, but they were licking the paintbrush,
Mhm.
because I think they wanted it to be like a fine tip.
Yeah.
They would like lick the paintbrush, like dip it in paint, and then like start painting it, and they would like, do that repeatedly. And
Mhm.
then they found out over after like several years of doing that, like the women who were like doing that, their teeth started to fall out.
I'm like,
And like
that's
they were
very
having like
scary.
gum problems, and scary things were happening to them. Like they got cancer, like just really scary. And they discovered that radium actually has radiation in it. So really scary, that went on for so long.
Yeah, and you
So
think that it's harmless. Like
mhm,
you don't think about, oh, what could the long-term effects be? I
right.
also have heard that if you work at like a sugar mill or, like a
Oh, yeah, yeah.
those
Like,
kind
if
of
you, like,
mills where there's like a lot of,
breathe in, like, the dust from
yeah.
all the sugar, like, that can also cause, like, lung cancer, just
Yeah.
really
So
scary.
just, I mean, who knows? But I guess it's better to be safer than sorry. And I think this is
Yeah.
something that we have not really considered in terms of like cutting stickers. Like we don't.
Right. Like
This
the
wasn't something that we.
we're like thinking of,
Mhm,
until like a couple of people like brought it up. And so now when we cut stickers, we're always
mhm.
wearing a mask and we have an air filter running. So we
Yep.
got an air filter earlier this year and I always have it running regardless of if we're cutting stickers. But you might even want to consider opening a window, I think.
Yeah, I
Could
think
also
opening
help.
windows. Yes.
Yeah.
I think the hard part is that then your sticker paper has to be with a certain humidity,
Community.
temperature, whatever you want to be temperature
Yeah.
slash humidity controlled. So opening a window can like mess with that. But
Yeah,
I
so
would
yeah, we keep our windows closed for that reason,
uh-huh.
but we do have the air filter running at all times.
Also because Casper's in our office and his fur
It's just everywhere
gets everywhere. I feel like I've probably breathed in more of Casper's fur than I have of sticker
of
paper
anything.
dust.
Yeah, I agree.
It's everywhere. But yeah, other activities that we do while wearing a mask would also include foiling
Foiling.
stickers.
Foiling is another one that leaves behind a ton of little foil flakes, little foil dust. Every time after I finish foiling, or even just doing like quality control, like
Mhm.
my fingertips are just like covered in foil. Like it's like reflective. So we also, if we're like foiling or doing anything with foil, we are also wearing a mask. Um, and yeah, you don't realize until like you're actually working with foil that like there's a lot of little flakes that
Yeah, I
fly
mean,
up into the air.
it's plastic, and so these little flakes, that's like, would you call these microplastics?
I
I
think
don't know if
so,
they
yeah.
technically are, but like they are micro and they
They
are
are small,
plastics.
yeah,
So
so microplastics,
yeah, don't
but
want to breathe that in.
you don't wanna bring that in.
Yeah. And also it's just like you want to get okay, I don't know where I was going with this thought, so we can just cut this part out.
Okay. Also, my leg fell asleep. Ow, god. One moment, please. Ow.
Is that another workplace hazard?
Maybe. My legs do fall asleep a lot, which is not good.
Well, good thing we touch upon that as well.
Okay, true.
Actually, I guess we can go right into that part. So,
Okay.
part of working in an office, and a lot of people probably also know this because they work in an office as well, like it's very sedentary. You're just
Yes.
sitting pretty
You're
much
sitting
all day.
all day. Like, there's really no reason for me to stand up unless I am like moving boxes, moving
Yep.
inventory around, or like restocking the office. But honestly, I'm probably sitting like 8 hours a day, like probably
Mhm.
more than that, honestly. Like, it's pretty alarming, and I try to remind myself to, like, get up every once in a while to, like, walk Casper or, like, I don't know, just grab a snack or something, but for the majority of the day, I am sitting down,
Yeah,
and
yeah. I
I
mean,
feel like that.
everything we're doing is sitting. Like when you're cutting stickers, you're probably sitting. When you're foiling stickers, you're probably sitting. Obviously, using the computer, you're sitting.
Yeah. Even, like, packing orders,
Oh,
you're
yep.
probably
Mhm.
sitting, like
Yep.
you're
Yes.
sitting a lot.
Not good. I well, both of us have the Apple Watch, and it does remind you to stand up
Yes.
every hour,
Every
right?
hour.
But I never
But
listen to
I never listen
it.
to it. Like, it'll be like,
Unfortunately,
"It's time to stand up," and I'll be like,
no,
no, I'm doing something else." Like,
no.
no.
Yeah. So, yes, ideally, you want to get up and move around every hour. Oh my gosh, I bought a timer and I don't have it here at the desk right now, but I bought like a little visual timer thing
Uh-huh. Is it like a
to help
stopwatch or
me.
is it
Yeah,
like
kind of
a countdown?
like a kitchen timer sort of thing,
Oh, okay.
but cuter.
Oh.
And You like turn a knob and you can set it up to an hour, and then you can see visually like how much time you have left. So basically like a
Oh,
kitchen timer, but like
yeah.
more aesthetic. So I bought
Cute.
that in the hopes of helping me like keep track of time, like setting 45-minute work increments. And
Yeah,
so then
and then
once it
15-minute
hits,
break.
yeah, 15-minute break. So far I've only used it like once because I keep forgetting
Oh.
that it's there. But that could also be helpful if you if you're like a visual person like I am.
I feel like let me see. What part are we on now? Mm.
So I also have a standing desk. I want to mention that. And
Oh, yeah.
the things that we mentioned we'll also have in our Amazon link. So if you want to check it out, and any of our recommendations, you can just go to there. It will be in our show notes. But yeah, I have a standing desk, which I do use like once a day, I would say. Like
That's
towards
pretty
the
good.
like after lunch, I'm usually like, oh, I don't want to sit because then I'll fall asleep, so then I'll
Yeah,
stand for a little
good
bit.
combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really wanna get a standing desk. I've been eyeing
Uh-huh.
the one from Costco. I keep seeing it all over
Oh yeah,
TikTok.
I keep seeing on TikTok. You should get it.
I keep seeing the standing desk and, like, walking treadmill
I need it.
combo.
I need the treadmill. I want it so bad. But I'm also like, I have a gym membership, so
Right, it's like, I could just go to the gym,
I
like, I
could
might as
just
well
go
go
to the
to the
gym.
gym.
Yeah. I think I'll eventually get it, but
Eventually, you'll be
eventually.
convinced.
Yeah, but then I'm afraid that once I get it, I'm not going to use it. Like I'll use it a couple
Yeah,
times and then I'll be like, "Oh, I actually hate this." I don't know. And then you
uh,
spend all that money on a
right? On,
elliptical
like,
or not elliptical, a
a
treadmill.
treadmill. Yeah. I think
Another
I would just be
thing
too lazy to set it up.
I would also
I don't know, cause like, you have to, like, set it
you have to,
up, like,
you
take
mean
it out
like
and,
you have
like
to move it under the
yeah, it's,
desk,
like,
and
move
then
under
if you
the
want to
desk.
sit, you have to move it out of the
Yeah.
desk. So you're
I
just
feel like
lazy.
yeah, I'm just lazy.
Classic. Um, Another thing, this also reminded me that when you're sitting, you're probably looking at a computer, and that causes eye strain. And this is a big
Yeah,
one.
this is
I
a big
think.
one. You know that thing on your phone, like, every Sunday, it'll tell you, like, "This week, you averaged X amount of hours on
Oh,
your
I don't look
phone."
at that.
Oh, you don't look
I don't look at
well, I have
that.
it so that it, like, tells me every Sunday. It'll be like, "You averaged 7 hours of screen time." I'm like, "That's really not good." Like
That's not too bad. But okay. Yes, it's not
like
overall it's not good to be staring at a
yeah,
screen for that
like,
long.
if I'm not looking at my phone, I'm looking at my computer and,
Yeah.
like, I'm pretty sure my overall screen time, I don't know what it actually is, but it's probably, like, 90% of my day.
Yeah, same. Because if I'm not looking at my computer or my phone, then I'm looking at my iPad or I'm looking at my
Yeah, look at that
Kindle, looking at the
or I'm looking at, like, a
TV.
TV, like, I'm looking at something,
Yep, looking at something.
and I they do recommend, like, you wear, like, blue light glasses, but
Oh
also,
yeah,
like,
I have my blue light glasses
I don't know where I put mine.
right here. I just forget to wear them, but I don't know if it actually helps, but
I don't know if it actually
I
helps.
psych psychologically I think it helps.
I do I think we both use Flux on our computers,
Yes, I forget
and
how
that
amazing Flux is.
yeah, I've been using this for years now, like, since
Mhm.
high school, I feel like. But basically, it makes your computer screen more, like, warm tone, so there's less blue light, and I feel like that definitely helps a lot.
Especially if you're working late. Like when I was a college student, I'd be working at, like late into the night and then you go to sleep right after. And it helps
Yeah,
to have flux so that you are able to fall asleep faster.
yeah,
Yep.
I think it
Flux is
does.
awesome.
Yeah, it definitely does make a difference in my opinion, and, like, I honestly, I don't get any, like, headaches. Despite looking at the screen, like, 90% of my day, I don't get, like, headaches.
Yeah, I feel like I don't get headaches either. But eyesight, like in terms of, well, both of us, our eyesight is not
We're both
changing
yeah.
um, because I got the smile procedure earlier this year, so I have perfect vision
Was
right
it this year?
now.
I thought it was last year.
It was this year.
No, it was last year.
Oh, it was last year. You're right.
It was before you
Time
moved.
flies. You're right. You're right. Okay, wow. Time flies. And then Lisa has the
Yeah.
CRT lenses, which prevent
It
them
like
from really.
reshapes your cornea, I think.
Mhm.
So it like prevents your eyesight from getting worse. So I've I have been wearing them since I was like 8 years old, which
Yeah.
yeah, I've eyesight has never been great, clearly.
I think it's just a genetic thing for us
I think
too, because like
so.
pretty much everyone in our
Like everyone
family
in our family has pretty
has.
bad eyes.
So there's also that. Okay, let's move on. We have a couple more to talk about. So the next one would be paper cuts and
Oh
dry
yeah.
hands.
That's a big pain. A big
Paper
pain
cuts.
topic, honestly. Yeah, I feel like ever since I started Sticker Guru, like I always have been getting lots and lots of paper cuts just
Hmm.
because you're like working with paper and that tends to dry out your hands. And like there's like sometimes when like I have like multiple cuts all over my hands and it's just
Yep.
if you've ever had a paper cut, which I'm sure everyone has had, like they're really painful. Even though
Yeah,
they're like so small, they hurt the worst, I swear.
they do. They are
Um
the
yeah.
worst. So, what do you like to do to help prevent or deal with this?
I'd say use hand lotion. That's basically the only thing that has like helped prevent getting paper cuts is always having lotion nearby.
Do you have a specific kind you like?
I like using the Kiehl's hand cream. I was actually looking for it the other day because I think I misplaced it, but that's what I've been using for like 2 years now, and it's great. I think you can
Yeah,
get it
I
from
like
like
it.
Sephora. It's
Yeah,
only
it's
like
like,
what, $12, maybe ten
is it?
bucks.
Is it
Like,
really?
yeah, it's not bad,
I'm
and like
shocked.
it's lasted me a long time,
Yeah,
so
it's very
definitely worth
rich.
it. Yeah, it's
So
like a
if
thick
yeah,
hand cream.
I like it. Wow, I didn't know
Yeah,
it was
big
that
fan.
affordable. Okay, now I'll
I
have to
think
go and buy
so.
it.
Okay, I could be wrong, but
Don't quote her. Lisa's
definitely
bougie.
under it's definitely under $20 for sure.
Okay, I mean, either way, any kind of lotion is better than no lotion.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes.
So, another thing is that you could wear gloves. Like you're already wearing mask,
That's
so you could
true.
also wear gloves, like the what are they called?
Like the
Laboratory gloves, medical
medical
gloves.
gloves.
Yeah,
Yeah. The kind of
you could
gloves
wear
that they wear
those.
in like labs and like hospitals. Um, which we also have those because I wear them whenever we refill our inks, just because it's kind of messy. But I haven't actually worn gloves to like do anything else because they're kind of like bulky and just not the most
Yeah,
comfortable thing to be wearing for like a long period of time. But that is another option if you really don't want paper cuts.
yeah. I mean, it's if you really want to protect your hands, I feel like that's the way to go. But I saved the last one for the last one for last.
Yeah.
I saved the yes. Okay, so the next one is routine motions and just like the what it causes doing routine motions over
Yeah.
and over again.
This is one that I honestly never would have expected, but it's actually like kind of annoying that it exists. But basically, if you're doing like routine motions, say if you're I'm trying to give an example. Like if you're cutting something, like you're doing the same motions of like putting the sticker paper onto the mat, loading the mat, and then just like doing that over and over again for like several hours. Over time, that's really going to cause a lot of back pain, like shoulder and neck, like that kind of
Yeah,
pain,
yep.
like just doing the same motion over and over actually causes a lot of pain. And if you're doing that like multiple times a week, it's definitely not great. And
It's
I feel like you
not good.
also have tendinitis from using the
Yes.
computer.
So I have tendonitis. I literally have a wrist. Let me go get it. I have it's right over here.
A wrist
A
brace.
wrist brace thing. Okay. Oh, this is the nice part about having video with the podcast. Like I can visually show
Oh
you
yeah,
guys
you can
things.
show you.
So I
Yeah.
have a wrist brace thing that I put on my, I think it's my left hand, my left. But honestly, like I could use one for the other one as
Oh
well. Like
no.
they both need some help. But I got this back when I was working at my previous job before Sticker Guru because I would be like constantly editing documents and just the repetitive, like working on my laptop without a
Like
mouse
typing.
and like typing Control C, Control V, like
Oh, I see.
all
Yeah.
that just caused me tendonitis. Like I had to go to the doctors and they diagnosed me formally with tendonitis. So
Do
routine
you get
motions.
acupuncture on your
Um,
wrists?
I they so I don't I feel like I've taken pretty good care of my wrists recently, so I haven't
Uh-huh.
gotten acupuncture for my wrists in a long time, but I did at one point.
I see.
Yes.
Oh. Well, that's good that it's like getting better
Yeah. I
or
mean,
it hasn't worsened.
it hasn't worsened. Slash, yeah, I think for the most part it's fine now because as long as you don't do these repetitive motions over and over
Right.
again, you should be okay. But also like
Yeah,
doing exercises like stretching and, you know,
that's true. Yeah, like physical therapy.
yeah, yes. But I feel like you had an issue with doing the repetitive motion from foiling.
Yeah, from foiling because when you like feed the what is it like just like the stickers through the foiler, you like feed it through, which is fine, but then once it goes through, you have to like kind of reach and then reach it from the other side to like take it out. And I feel like it's that motion where like you're reaching and like you're kind of like leaning forward
Mhm,
and then
mhm.
you're like repeatedly like stretching out your arms and like just doing this motion like over and over for like 4 hours every single week is
Yeah.
definitely like not great, especially during the time when we were doing $2 Tuesday. I want to say like last year.
Oh God, yes.
This is
Mhm,
like before we started like manufacturing it.
mhm.
We would obviously cut and foil it all by ourselves, and just the motion of doing that every single week
I mean,
for
that's like
several hours.
thousands of
Yeah,
stickers
a
that
lot of
you're
stickers. Yeah, doing this motion like thousands of times
yeah,
every single week, it is not good. And like I had like the worst shoulder blade pain, just because I think I was like overextending, like doing this motion over and over.
yeah,
But
makes sense.
we finally like end of last year switched over to manufacturing, so we don't have to do that anymore. And safe to say, like my back is doing a lot better.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yes. I feel like both of us tend to get like shoulder, back, neck
yeah, like
pain.
neck pain, shoulder
And
blades
it is from
pain.
like, like from sitting and just like the way people hunch at the computer, the
Yeah,
way you hunch, Lisa
the way I hunch,
hunches.
like I have really bad posture, but I have been working on it. I feel like it's
Oh, that's
gotten
good.
better since I started like working out and just like lifting weights. I feel like
Yeah.
that has helped
I
a
think
lot.
lifting weights helps a lot, or just working out in general because you're strengthening your muscles.
Yeah.
So I would recommend and yoga. I love yoga.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Yes.
any sort of like moving your body is good. Also because of like then you're not sitting all day. So
Yeah.
I would say that exercise is
Exercise
a
definitely
huge
helps.
recommendation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that is really everything, all the workplace hazards that we've come up with. Would love to learn more about what everyone else, if you have any
If anyone
other,
else has these issues that we have,
if you have these
I would love
issues,
to know.
or if there are
If
other
anyone,
issues that
yeah.
we missed. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel
Definitely
like there
let
could
us
be
know.
more.
There
Like,
could be.
there could be. Maybe like boxes falling down on you
Oh
or
god.
or
That's
something.
that kinda scares me because I live in California, and there's earthquakes here pretty often, and while there hasn't been any, like, huge ones, knock on wood, um, but definitely, like, earthquake hazards, like
I mean,
things
like all the
falling down,
shells.
shelves, like,
The
if you've
the
seen our
yeah.
shelves on Instagram or on YouTube, that would definitely be a big hazard for
Yeah.
earthquakes. So,
Yes.
really hoping there's no earthquakes of that magnitude
That would
anytime soon.
be yeah, same. Really hope not.
Really hope so. Because that would definitely not be good at all for anyone.
Yeah. So if you have any other hazards that you can think of, let us know. But thanks so much for listening.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Sticker Guru.
Check out our shop website, stickerguru.com.
You can email us at hello@stickerguru.com.
And you can watch us on YouTube, youtube.com/stickerguru.
Thanks so much for tuning in. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.